Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So straight into the action. Now it's Hullet. Now that looks a decent ball.
Bullet clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Skims one in. Oh, that's a fine interception. Now here is a true legend of the game. In fact, some still say, Jim, that he's the greatest number one there's ever been.
The mighty Gianluigi Buffon. Yeah, he might get my vote too, Peter. When you consider his consistency at the highest level, okay, he may not be as skillful with the ball at his feet as some of the younger contenders, but you certainly wouldn't want him lining up for the opposition. What a goalkeeper.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Hazard. And he can thump it away. And he's forced to go back. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Always onto this. Now he's off and running. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Driving forward. Now it's Hullet. And this is Del Piero. Takes the shot! Great strike. A test for the keeper.
Paris Saint-Germain certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Vieira. Well, that pass isn't the best. Ukraine are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Pirlo. Now it's Del Piero. Hullet running with intent. Anderson, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off. Thuram! Goal, Ukraine! And it's Ukraine who take the lead.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition, now forced to come out.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And he's had it nicked away. 30 minutes gone. No luck with that dink over the top. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Just eases him off the ball. Maldini venturing down the left. And he's being shifted off it. Now, can they get him away? Van Dijk does really well to win the ball there. Hazard. Ukraine looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Now it's Del Piero. Now who's going to be first to this? Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And now the breakaway. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Azar. Anderson is always scanning the pitch for targets. Half-time getting close now. Pirlo.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Vieira. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Knocks it into space. Long ball looking to counter.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Semenyo. Azar. And Del Piero. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Ukraine leading by one at the break.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Ukraine leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. Back on the way then.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
Yamal. Pirlo. This is a promising build-up. Balde is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Well, it's more pressure than ball at the moment. Anderson, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries to pass it through, goes for the shot!
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Del Piero with the short one. Oh, nice touch. Del Piero. Ukraine have the chance to go the other way. Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, played through for the wide man. Very nicely done. That's destined for the flank. Balde tries across. And smartly he'll try from distance! And that's off target.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Substitution for Ukraine, number 21.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Is number 18, Gullit. Substitution.
Ukraine are still that goal to the good. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Stood up well to him there.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! He's had a shot! Oh, crossbar! Szoboszlai is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Looking for the run. Anderson wants to run onto this. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Substitution for Ukraine. Number 9, Hazard. Number 8, Soboslai. Number 42, Semenyo. Coming on the field, number 14.
And he shoots!
He's already doing.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Number 2, Federico Valverde.
Ukraine will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. He's having a shot! Gareth glittering Bale! About as smooth as it gets. Do not write them off. Back they come. Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Semenyo is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Valde. The pressing's intense and it's paid off.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Balde. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Passing nice and neat. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Doué. Valverde, never out of the action for very long. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Bale will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Vieira. And it's Valverde. Nicely shaped ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Anderson. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
We are into overtime. And Van Nistelrooy! Oh, he's done it! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Well, they've done the hard part, now to survive the last few minutes. Got it! And he stuck it away! We thought they were done, but never say never! Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Decent game of football that, intense, intriguing, and both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, Peter, I suppose it's something. Not ideal for either side, of course, although if you look at the overall balance of things, neither did enough to win this. and I think the result is quite fair.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
And we'd like to inform you now that the latest travel information is currently being displayed on the screen.